visiting Toronto.
Here on the 5 for the Raptors. Barrett is out there with Scotty Barnes. And there's Skinny. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with G. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And this new season just underway, Steve, for young teams looking to level up. How much can statement wins over top teams boost their confidence now?
A lot, Kevin. Big wins breed confidence. And confidence in this league is critical.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now here's White. Pass to Tatum. Over Lee. Tatum no good. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Nets. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And good that time.
And some question Brown's jumper coming into the league. Now no one is because of shots like that.
Here's Andrews. White covering. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pritchard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so just over a minute and a half played. On the wing, Barnes. Out to Lee. Over Tatum. No good from Lee. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lee with the block. Barnes against Brown. Here's Andrews. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Skinny's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Here's Andrews. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Skinny's got his third bucket of the night. Celtics trail by 3. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. 8 playoff appearances, Steve, in the last 10 years. Just seems like a matter of time before the Raptors catch fire again.
You know, Kevin, every team is 1 or 2 acquisitions away. They may just get one of these guys and spark a deep playoff run.
Here's a look at some stats for Poeltl. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
And you gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Free throw good from Brown. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
they've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Down low, Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Here's Barrett. It's tipped. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's G finishing it off.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Here's Andrews. White covering.
Just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. Passes it to Pritchard. Knocks it loose. To the wing on the left. Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Lock at 6. Brown right side. And Barnes sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Here's Andrews. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Here's Lee. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
White up top. Barrett covering. The kick out to Tatum. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Andrews. That one off the back iron and out.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
They've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from G. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
They grabbed their own miss with the second effort. Lee with the block. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score. Didn't care who was on him.
The pass to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. Barrett covering. White dishes to G. And Pirtle sends it back.
Great defense by Pirtle, a 7-footer who knows how to use his length.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Brown against Barnes. And Barnes sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Andrews. Light covering. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
There's the dish to Tatum. Back to White. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Pirtle. And it's White missing.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Pritchard. 11 points last game. And Lee pulls it down.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Tries it from 9. Again, Toronto.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's Brown with the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Toronto?
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. This ball movement by Boston. Tatum with it. Brown trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off. Tatum against Lee. Here's Barrett. And it's sent back by White.
Quick off the floor. White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
Here's Andrews. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Tatum. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I found the willpower of Tatum. He just takes over and finishes through the contact.
No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Brown, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead. The Raptors shooting pretty efficiently out there. It is in 48% in the first quarter. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
changes here for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in, and it's Simons in for Pritchard. A new group in now for the Raptors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Tobias Harris comes in for Scotty Barnes. Allen's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And Dick subbed in for Lee. Here's Dick. And here is Tatum. Passes it to Simons. Shoots. It's rebounded by Dick.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Andrews. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Knocks down the three ball. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
He lobs it up. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Here's Andrews. 13 points in the game. And the basket by Harris.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Feeds it to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Here's Andrews. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Right side, White. Shoots over Dick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A solid all-around kid with the size to work inside. Good play by Derek White.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Andrews. Light covering. Here's Dick. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Chase the pass to White, and the basket is good.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
Here's Andrews. Light covering, and it goes down 2 points. Skinny's got 17 now.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And the pass to Chase. Goes up the baseline, and he nails the jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Oh! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Dick passes to Andrews. And Tatum pulls it down.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Andrews. And Boston with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And it's not uncommon to see arguments boil over between teammates, Steve. Sports has a different line than most professions, don't you think?
I do, Kevin. I agree. The physicality and competition factors into that. Most of these guys, you don't argue, but if you have a common goal of winning, usually that takes care of everything.
We've got White. Tatum out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Chase in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
And stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. A second chance effort. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Chase.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
It's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's G finishing it off. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Andrews. G with the rebound. G's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. He said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. White looking around. Simon's on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simons has got the lead up to 3 now for Boston. Toronto calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
changes for Toronto. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Harris subbed in for Barnes. Pass to Dick. Lee outside. And again, no good by Toronto.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Barrett. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And it's denied. And they get it back. And Barrett gets it to go.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Pass to Tatum. The three. And the Celtics hit again from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
Goes back up. He with the block. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Dick. Takes the three. Shot clock reset for Toronto.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Harris passes to Lee. Now, here's Barrett. He's got 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Tatum. There's the pass to Simons. Here's G. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Lee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And when you're on offense, Steve, man, you have got to keep your eye out for Jared Vanderbilt on the other side, because he will swoop in and get you.
That's where he makes his money, Kevin. He's so good at reaching those long arms in and poking the ball away. You better be alert.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
For Anthony Simons. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. White with it. He's picked up by Lee. Throws it up high, and it's G finishing it off.
Staying patient. Letting the play develop. Derek White understands his role in this offense.
Now Dick. No scoring in this one. He kicks it to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lee. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got 5 points in the quarter.
Forget the contact. Simons makes it anyway.
Toronto calls timeout. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Brown is checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Pritchard in for Anfernee Simons. On the wing, Lee lets it go from deep. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Brown outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
A moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
And he's good on the first of 3.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And here are the Raptors now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Lee gets the bucket.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Boston trails. Pritchard passes to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Lee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
The line for the Raptors, Lee.
That free throw from Lee is good. He hits both from the stripe. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 4. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Lee with the steal. Inside. Here's Barnes. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such a strong player. Barnes refuses to let the foul stop him.
The Raptors have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That's good from Barnes.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
White against Allen. Will it go? White, good. White's got 6.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
On the wing, Barnes. And it's sent back by White.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Pass to Barnes. Now here's Allen. Back to Lee. Shoots. They get the rebound. Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Pritchard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one out. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
So he gets them both. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Passes to Andrews. Lots of room. It's good. Skinny's got 7 now in this quarter. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Brown. A 3-ball. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Toronto's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Andrews passes to Lee. Fades away. And again, it's Toronto converting.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Puts it up from 12. Lee with the block. Here's Andrews. He's covered by Brown. The pass to Lee. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back.
2 minutes remaining.
Second shot opportunity. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 7 points.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Celtics trail by 4. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Andrews. 28 points for him. And it's blocked by Brown.
And that's what active hands on D gets you. Brown got just enough of that one.
It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
On the wing, Barnes. Lee outside. From downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Here's Chase. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Raptors with the lead. Andrews passes to Barnes. Good work there as it goes. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical and he's explosive.
Tatum against Lee. White, wide open. He fires. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. 19 points for G.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Barnes, bounce pass. Here's Andrews. White covering. Lets it go with the 3.
Check out White's discipline on defense. He stayed with his man every step of the way.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
It was a great display of team ball. Wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the rock. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that's a wrap. With the 3rd quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Barnes out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And there's Skinny, and it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are a powerhouse, but they also know they're going to get every team's best shot, and they've got to be ready. All-star Jaylen Brown says comfort will kill you. These teams aren't waiting around to let us win the game. You've got to go out and prove it every single night. Success is earned every single night. Kevin, I hope to earn success tonight is my sideline report.
David, you are in the Hall of Fame, my man. You have earned it. Thank you so much.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
He with the block, and they'll get another chance. 4 on the clock. Here's Pritchard.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Andrews. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Here's Tatum. He with the block.
Ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Doesn't get any easier than this for Barnes. An absolute problem in transition.
Pass to Chase. Over Poeltl. G, no good.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Passes it to Andrews. Back to Lee. Fades and shoots. Poeltl. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Poeltl's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. In 4th, the Celtics.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Brown with it, now guarded by Poeltl. To end the drought. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 10 and the bucket from Brown.
And the craftiness of Brown, just so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handle.
Pass to Lee. Pulls up on the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. Lee's got 27.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Chase. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. He's got 21.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
13 feet away. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A floater, and Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Barrett wide open, he fires. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Foul, Scotty Barnes. 3rd personal foul.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game. And that's given them a lot of options.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
The first one falls. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Andrews. 30 points in the game. And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
A pro at working the pick and roll. Simon's just taking what the defense gives him.
Andrews passes to Barnes. And here is Lee. There's the triple. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
The kick out to Brown. Vanderbilt the pass to White. Back to Vanderbilt. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
I had a chance to check out the numbers for Barrett. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And no secret, he can score the ball. #1 on the team last year.
He loves being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger. And boy, he sure lit it up last season.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
And here is Simon. 10 points in the game so far. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Andrews. The kick out to Barnes. And the 3 ball is good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice quick decision from Scotty Barnes, and he knocks it down.
Now here's Simon. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Simons has got 11 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
The pass to Andrews. Wide open. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Simons. That's his 6th field goal today. That makes him now 6 for 11.
The agility on full display. What a move by Anthony with the rock.
And what a score Anthony Simons has become, Steve. Wow.
I love it, Kevin, because he can do it from all 3 levels. Smooth jumper, uses his body to protect the ball when he's driving inside, and some nights he's unstoppable.
Vanderbilt kicks to White. Back to Vanderbilt. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. White against Lee. Shoots over White. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 29 points for Junior.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting bare tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And he drives in. Here's Andrews. He goes up again. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown against Barnes. Shoots from 12. Brown, no good.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Here's Andrews. He's got 34. Now Simons. Driving to the basket. Passes it to Boucher. Now here's White. Guarded closely. Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can hit off the ground.
Here's Andrews. Right wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes passes to Andrews. Shoots over White. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics trail by 14. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What an athlete this kid is. Brown, it's just fun watching him get up and throw it down.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Grayson Allen subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Andrews. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Celtics trail by 12. Outside, White. Over Dick. And it's Toronto with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's Lee. Count the basket. Lee's got 31.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
2 minutes remaining.
Left side, Brown. That one good for 2.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Here's Lee. Boucher with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back. Woo! Love it, love it. Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
Andrews passes to Allen. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Mamukelashvili. 5 on the clock. Here's Andrews. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili has got 5.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Dick in the corner. Drills it from outside.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Simons surveying the D. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 27.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half. Now has his second.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
3rd personal foul. First team
There's been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
The line for the Raptors. Andrews taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. G's checked in for Chris Boucher. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for White. Both shots good from the stripe. Celtics trail by 14. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Lee against Tatum. Lee passes to Andrews. Knocks down the step back Jay. Skinny's got 38 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 16. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jared Vanderbilt out there with G. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Right side Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Kicked away. Now here's Simons. Tight defense on him. From 7. Got a piece of it. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Chase. Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Andrews. It's deflected. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Simons. Let's go. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Barnes. Vanderbilt with the block. Pass to Chase. And it goes down 2 points. G's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Here's Andrews. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Here's Vanderbilt. It's deflected. Here's Barrett. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Pritchard passes to Simons. To the paint. Here's Chase. And he makes good on the layup. G's got 29.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Andrews passes to Lee. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to G. 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 31 points for G.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Andrews passes to Barrett. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a travel. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's White for Anthony Simons. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Raptors. Dick comes in for Lee. And so he hits both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Allen outside. Barrett with the ball. Dick wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get up a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Takes it inside. Here's White. He gets that one. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 assists. Here's Dick. White covering. Up top, Barrett. Allen outside. Back to Barrett. It's blocked. They get it back. And here's Barnes for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Brown, and Barnes sends it back. And he gets it back. And G with the stuff.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any cover. And that one drops.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Here's Pritchard, down low. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead as we get down to 11 on the bucket from Chase.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Dick passes to Barnes. Allen against Tatum. Barrett for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
White against Barrett. White, good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Step back and squared up.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Brown with the bucket.
He has started to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Barrett the pass to Allen. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Tatum against Allen. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Allen.
And now it's Dick knocking down a 3 of his own. Grady ready to answer.
The pass to Pritchard. And he converts the layup.
He showed why he isn't afraid of anybody. Even though he gives up some height in that matchup, he rolls up and got the layup to go.
And here's Barrett. It's Barrett on the wing. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Celtics trail by 17. Brown outside. Into the lane. Rebound by the Raptors. Mamukelashvili has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Barnes. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter.
How can you not be excited about Scotty Barnes' future? This kid has all the tools to be a beast.
Outside Tatum. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Barnes against White. Pass to Dick. Back to Barnes. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Pirtle, he is checked in for the Raptors. To the middle, here's Chase. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. G's got 37.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Barrett dishes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 17. Chase the pass to Brown. Passes it to Hauser. Back to Brown. To the paint. Here's Simons. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Barrett on the wing. And Toronto turns it over again. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pritchard. Right at the free throw line. Tatum no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Lee kicks to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, Boston grabs the miss. G's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. It's Brown on the wing. Barrett covering, and he gets it to go. Brown's got 14 points now in the second half.
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
With the fadeaway, Lee gets the bucket.
Assisted by.
And the Raptors lead by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Toronto.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Junior.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Here's Andrews, light covering. Here's Andrews. Over in the corner, Lee. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender is right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Here's Andrews, light covering. Here's Andrews. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.